Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Duke Blue Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Duke head coach. One of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Devils offense will have the opening possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And here comes the offense on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
It's complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for.
Looking for a huge play. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we get our first look at Christopher Vecina. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Driven back.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to take off. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistake.
He's loose down the middle. He's at the... And he scores! Touchdown, Blue Devils!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Crosses the 30. Turning it on. Inside the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't. But I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, it's Shepard. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Turns into the pile. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off play action. Moving to his left. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the play on third down.
And man, those sting, man. The third down, the money down, your guy's got to come through. You had a good play call, receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Second down, going to throw it. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Hey, that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. And the most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they've forced an advantageous situation on third and long.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
They boot it away. He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And they got him down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He wants it all, throwing for the end zone. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
The run inside. It's Davidson. Could be an alley.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick give. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Left side is Wesco. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So an 82-yard drive there. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll move the tight end. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, they're trying to toss the ball to get outside on the defense and try to use their speed, but how about the awareness and recognition defensively? Not just winning up front, getting off of blocks, but pursuing the football, getting hats to the ball in the end zone, and getting 2 points.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Now hits it, it's Davidson. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Davidson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. 1 more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. 2nd down to the air. Caught. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The whistle sound, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a 2nd left. Now to see if they can score before the half. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 16, the South Carolina Gamecocks.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Running inside, it's Johnson. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Third and short now from their own 48. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the first down, right? Third and short, it's a short throw, and you're just trying to get it to the sticks. But what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Out wide left, it's Brown. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Five-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something.
He's going for it all. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, going to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Turning it on. He's past the sticks. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and long here. Hits inside. It's Davidson. Finding some room. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Fights off a defender. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Powers through. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Wesco. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offense.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. He's got it down the field. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Touchdown, Duke! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Davidson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock's...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Now on the move. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Between the hashes, it's Moore. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Rides to the back. Timeout, Duke. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill set, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen, and you saw it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. First play of this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Shepard. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Out wide right, it's Little. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Out wide left, it's Shepard. Bring him down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Hauls it in down the sideline. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh setter downs going to the air. In traffic, it's Moore. He's loose. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.